Locked in my decision to have a collision with my purpose. It is my assignment to be in alignment with my purpose. I'm locked in, going all out, no fear, no doubt. My God, my choice, your will, I'm all yours. Locked in, going all out, no fear, no doubt. My God, my choice, your will, your will, your will. Locked in my decision to have a collision with my purpose. It is my assignment to be in alignment with my purpose. Have a collision with purpose, 'cause you know that you're worth it, and your dream is worth capturing. If I'm not living on purpose, then none of it is worth it. My assignment is uplifting souls for the King, souls for the King, souls for the King.
Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to In the Spotlight. This is the home of unfiltered conversations, and this is where real talk is what we do. I am none other than Donna Thompson.
I'm Dr. Laxley Stephenson, and together we are your fearless moderators. What's up, Donna?
Hey, happy Monday.
Happy Monday, big day, big day. This is our second year in business, and I see one of my good friend behind backstage. We're not gonna wait. We're gonna bring her on so she can. Wow. Yeah, let's have her unmute that phone, and we can mix it up.
All right. Okay.
How are you, Pastor Lexi?
I'm good. I'm good. Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Happy anniversary.
Woo.
How are you all?
Man, awesome. You know, we're here, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a big deal, right?
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
a huge deal. Yeah, so you know, glad to have you on with us today. You know, you was there from day one with us, and you're here in year 2. You know, so just happy to have you on. So Donna, what's up? What we doing tonight?
Oh my gosh. So yeah, we're gonna go back a little bit in history with purpose tonight. Yeah, we're here to celebrate our second year. So of course we're gonna, go back to the beginning where it all started. Talk about where we are currently and where we are going in the future.
Where we are, where we're coming from, where we are, and where we're headed.
Yeah.
How does that sound to you, Pastor Lexi?
Hey, that sounds absolutely amazing. Can't wait.
Well, we're going to kick it off. So, we're expecting to have friends popping in. Pastor Lexi, you stay on as long as you want to stay on. The whole show, we're good with that if you can. It's always, you add so much value that your presence here is just going to make us better. So we truly appreciate you coming on. And we're going to have two folks from Kenya coming on first. So they should be popping on shortly. But before we even go there, Donna, give us an outline of what we have for tonight.
Okay, so oh gosh. Our outline for tonight. Yes, like we said, we're going to talk about, how a collision with purpose started, right?
Mm-hmm.
How it's, came from, believe it or not, a dream. right? A thought. See, this is okay. So I know I need to tell people how we started, right? But I'm going to say something a little bit. See, this is the reason why it's important to write and write your dreams down. Because from your dream, you never know what can happen, right? Because this is what happens in a collision with purpose. And so we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about, the books that have been written by Dr. Stephenson, the whole purpose of a collision with purpose, why we're here, the work that we've done, the work that we continue to do. And we're going to talk about our next event that is coming up for 2025. But we have several exciting things that's going to happen in 2025. So we're going to talk about that and, just the future, right? The future state of a collision with purpose. And once again, with a collision with purpose, you kind of just never know where we're going to go. We just keep growing.
Yeah, we don't know, but we have a framework, right? And whatever we do falls within that framework. And and Pastor Alexa will talk about that some more, because she's one person we can always call on to make things make sense. Because she'll break down the purpose thing and the calling. But we know what our overarching purpose is. But how we're going to get there, and what we're doing, the steps and the different things we're called to do, our assignments, and she'll talk about. In fact, Pastor Alexa, can you, before we even go into showing any videos, can you break that down for us?
Sure, absolutely. So first of all, let me just say, I love this, this whole space of helping people find their purpose. I am super excited about the work that you all are doing and the work that you continue to do. I thought Unearthing Purpose, just this one example of your works, was amazing. I'm not going to say anything else because y'all may be doing something regarding that later, but I just wanted to, just shout out some of the things that you're doing. When I teach on purpose, what I know and understand is that many people don't know what their purpose is. And a lot of times we don't know what our purpose is because we have been conditioned by the world to believe that it's something else. So in the world, we mix purpose and calling we use those words interchangeably, and they're not interchangeable. And so as we think about how the world conditions us, right? Go to school, pick this thing, right? Get the degree in that thing or the certification in that thing, go work in that thing for the rest of your life, right? And so most people will feel like, I guess this is it and I have to stick to this. What we don't understand is that these various jobs, titles, whatever you want to call them, these things are callings and those are fluid. Those things can change, right? But your purpose is something that was put within you before you were even formed in your mother's womb. Your purpose is something that never changes, and it's broad as well. So I'll give you an example, right? To bring about transformation, that's a purpose. It's broad, okay? But God has it broad for a reason, because you can choose various different ways to carry that out. So you may want to be transformational in the field of health and medicine, or you may want to, bring about transformation in the field of finances, or you can choose however you want to do it. So the way you choose to do it, that is what we call a calling in some instances, because you may be pulled in that direction, right? You may be pulled in that direction. So you call it a calling, or you may be pulled to a certain group of people to serve. That would be a calling. But as for your purpose, it never changes. So there are things called, they're to inspire, to transform, to advocate for, to heal. Those are purposes. So I'll leave it there.
All right. Appreciate that. I saw Elder Joan was on, wanted to bring her on. So I guess she'll come back on in a minute. Once she's on, we'll roll the tape, because we want her to be part of that conversation. Divinor was on, my teacher, my Swahili teacher, she was on. and she's going to be coming on. We're looking to have on Elizabeth Christian. She'll be on shortly, and Guy on shortly. The first guest. So let's wait to get on the road. We want her to be a part of this conversation with the tape rolling from jump. So we'll do that. But thanks for explaining that, Pastor Lexa, because that's an area where so many are confused. There's some uncertainties there. But even with the uncertainty, it's all good, right? Because
So,
the work been done, right?
put one foot in the front of the other, you'll find it.
At some point. So what do you think about these things we're wearing? What's your thoughts on these?
I love them. I love them. When I got here, I said, look at them. That's nice.
What about this one?
He's gonna change out.
Yeah. Is this new merch? Because I don't think I've seen the bucket hats.
New merch.
We talk about how we get there. You just explained it. How you have this big overarching thing, and then we have these little things happening. What a great example, right?
Yeah.
What an example. What an example. So here we are. Elder Joan T. Randall is with us. Hello, Elder Joan.
Hey, Dr. Lax, how are you? Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Hello. Hey, Miss Donna. Hey, Pastor Lexi.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
Awesome. So today is not exactly our second year. It was a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
We made that first video. And before we even go in there, how this thing came about. I was on an interview as the president of Global Humanity Network. I was asked and invited on an interview, and we're talking about what were we talking about? It's almost like, why aren't we doing what we're supposed to be doing? We have all these abilities, skills, all that stuff, right? So it was leafless, but not lifeless. It was the name of the show. And we're on this show. And I went to bed that night, not thinking about anything, to be honest with you. But I woke up with things on my mind. So in my subconscious mind, obviously I was. So I woke up and I went to my daughter, Kiana, and I said, Kiana, I need to do something about purpose. She said, okay, here we go again. Here we go again. And she didn't say it, but I know that's what she was thinking. So she said, what are we going to call it? And we, tossed it around, and then she came up with this thing, Collision with Purpose. And here we are. A Collision with Purpose was born, right? So let's bring one on. So he needs to be part of the conversation. Oh, I brought him on and Donna sent him back. You see, we were so coordinated, right? Hey, Juan, welcome, man. Welcome.
Hello.
Hey, Juan.
Hey, Juan.
How's it going?
One of my favorite people in the world is Juan.
Hey.
Yes.
Oh, that feels good. How's everybody doing?
Great.
Good.
Yeah.
Happy 2 years.
Wow.
I know.
And one inspired this cat.
Oh, I like that one too.
He wanted, this is what I want. So I went out today and I got it.
I love that one.
Yes.
White. I
Yes.
want it in the white.
Yeah.
I like that.
They didn't have it in the white.
Really?
They only had it in the black, at least where I shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, where I shop. So we're going to kick it off. We're going to play a video. We'll stop it.
Mm-hmm.
This video will touch on certain points where this thing started. So I'm going to run the video while we stay on stage, and we'll stop it and talk about it. Talk about that.
Okay.
Greetings and welcome to the A Collision with Purpose project. Here, individuals are given the opportunity to conduct an exploration of self in pursuit of purpose. I am Dr. Laxley Stephenson, and I'm your host. In the upcoming weeks, I'll be sharing a series of short videos done by a cross-section of individuals speaking on the topic of purpose. Many of us, when asked this consequential question, what is purpose, tend to struggle. Greetings and welcome to the A Collision with Purpose Project. Here individuals are allowed to pause. Yes, take a quiet moment and listen. Listen to your inner self. Listen to your experiences. Examine your surroundings. Be introspective and engage self-reflection in the pursuit of your purpose. I am Dr. Laxley Stephenson, and I'm your host. And 3 weeks, 4 days, 20 plus short videos, and 8 completed interviews.
Greetings, my name is Omar Malcolm. I'm a real estate professional in South Florida, and I'd like to give my 2 cents on the topic of purpose.
Greetings, this is Laveluja, singer and songwriter. And here's...
Hello everyone, and welcome to the first edition of the A Collision with Purpose Project Under the Spotlight. Here, individuals are given the opportunity to explore self in pursuit of their purpose. I am Dr. Laxley Stephenson. All right, so that's what happened. That morning, when we talk about this thing, A Collision with Purpose, my daughter sent me to the park, to walk in the park. So I said, how are we gonna get this information out there? She said, Dad, go walk in the park. So I grabbed my iPhone, went into the park, and you saw how nervous I was, right? I've never posted myself before, anywhere. That's not something I do. So I posted this thing on YouTube, on Facebook, and I said, now, what are my friends going to think? Are they going to think I'm losing it? Yeah. So put it out there, and I said, you know what? I want to share it, and I shared it. And I invited people to come on. And just like it, within a couple of weeks, we had so many videos sent in and so many interviews done. In fact, that first interview, Donna and I, that was our 10th take. That first interview I did with Donna was our 10th take. And believe it or not, the first one was the best one. We went back to the very first one. So I just want you guys to, to comment on what you saw, what you saw so far.
Well, I think I love that you had this idea and you followed through on the idea, right? And that is passion, right? And you know where I'm coming from. Michael E. Gerber's book is resounding in my mind as I speak. But the passion that you have to explore the topic of purpose is what led you to this point. And I also believe that because of all of the different viewpoints of purpose, because everyone that, I know a little bit more only because we have the book involved, but everyone spoke of purpose in a different way. Everyone had a different take on what purpose means to them, whether or not the definition of purpose, because the definition of purpose is for that which something is created. That is the definition, right? But then you find that people have their own spin on what it means to them. And I love that you continue to explore and to explore and to explore. And here we sit today with this incredible movement based on a thought, based on an idea, based on you talking about it with your daughters, based on the interview with you and Donna, the interview with you and your friends. And here we are today with a book, which led to Unearthing You, which led to Man of Iron or Man of Steel that is coming up. So I see the journey of where this started and how incredible it is in spreading the roots about purpose.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I will say this. One of the things that I love about watching that and just watching how it grew even in that time was the fact that, yes, you had an idea, but you actually acted on that idea in pretty short order, right? Most people want to, oh, you know, I need to perfect this thing before it gets out, or I need to have X, Y, and Z first. I need to have maybe this money, maybe this, whatever. They will find like 25 million things that they feel like they need to have before they can actually go and begin doing whatever it was they were called to do. And so, but you didn't, right? So it was just a walk in the park. You know, just say, go walk in the park. And that's what you did. And you pulled out the phone. And even though you had never done this before, you did not let that stop you, because I know people, same thing. Oh, I've never done a Facebook Live. I've never, you know, I'm not going to do that. And I know people who will get held up because of that.
Yeah.
And so I am just thrilled that you, and personally, I'm the kind of person that is, you know, all right, let's press the gas, let's go. And it doesn't have to be perfect, right? We can make the tweaks and perfect it along the way. And I think that's what you all are doing. It's not haphazard. You have a framework, but you're also allowing for creativity and allowing for just the natural progression, right? Just a natural progression to continue to inform the next steps you take.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. We hear from Juan.
Yeah, of course I agree with what's already been said, but just watching the onset, like everything started, and you truly embodied the name for this movement as well as the message. Watching you collide with your purpose is what I mean. I can't stop smiling because I've seen you you became the message. So it's not like you're trying to, you know, too often we have ideas, and I always tell, you know, friends and family, like, you know, before you put the message out there, you got to connect with the message. You got to be the message, because people won't feel it. It won't seem real to them because you're not connected to it yourself. And so watching you collide with your purpose, and, you know, it's inspirational. I'm still, you know, in awe, you know, just to see where it is, you know, like Pastor Lexi said, even Elder, you know, just seeing how this thought became a movement, because you became the message. So
yeah, and each step up the ladder, it's still unclear. We're still trying to figure it out, right?
Yeah.
But we're not letting that deter us. We're moving forward. There's only one direction. Good. And so let's hear from our CFO, my partner in this thing, is Donna T. in the bucket hat.
Bucket hat is my personal favorite, by the way.
You'll have one waiting for you here.
You know, I think I just, you know, the thing is, you know, to just say that I'm really proud of course, you know, I'm proud of you, right, Doc? I'm proud of you, Dr. Stephenson. We talk every day and all that good stuff. So, but overall, I am proud to see how A Collision with Purpose started, how it has grown, where it's going, where it's at now, the future, and it just keeps evolving. And I am proud to be a part of it as well, because like we speak about, you know, purpose, right? But how often do we really get the opportunity to align ourselves with something that is really a part of our purpose, right? And so I'm really proud to be a part of the entire movement. And I think that it may seem like it's a lot to some people, but I guess probably it doesn't really seem like it's a lot to us, because I think that's one of those things, is that when you're called to do something and you're aligned with what you're doing, it's like, you know, it's just constant growth. And you know, Dr. Stephenson having the right individuals who embody what A Collision with Purpose is all about is it's great. So, I look forward to what's happening in the company and where we're growing, and all the other individuals who will, hopefully align with our mission or vision and where we want to go with the company.
You know,
thank you all for joining us this evening to celebrate.
who's backstage? Let's bring on who's backstage. Angie. Wow. Welcome, Angie. the art, is it the art of womanhood?
Hello.
Hello there, sis.
I was just back here realizing that I could share this. So I'm like, oh shoot, I'm sharing stuff. Hi, y'all.
Hey.
Oh my goodness. I'm so excited that I get excited when I get invited to places. So I'm very excited.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so thank you for having me. Thank you. I must say that this what you did inspired me and inspired the Art of Womanhood. It inspired the Art of Womanhood interview series. So I don't think I ever told you that, but it did. So watching your interview series, being invited and being able to get on there and run my mouth, because y'all know that's what I like to do. And being able to get on there and to talk about purpose and what it means to me, and to watch this whole thing manifest really did inspire me to do those interviews and to create the Art of Womanhood series, the interview series. So thank you for that, because it really has been such an inspiration, and to watch where this thing is going is amazing. It is amazing.
I'm going to share a secret, right? Until that first interview with Donna, I've never interviewed anyone in my life. What? But I say, I have conversations with Joan all the time and say, what is it that we can't do? I don't know if that thing, right? I don't know anything about that. What can't we do, right? There's so many examples out there of people who are doing it. All you got to do is go check them out and see what they're doing and just do it. So that was the approach. That is the approach. So I want to continue to roll the tape, because then Donna did something that changed the whole direction of A Collision with Purpose. So this was supposed to be about interviewing people, and I thought I was going to publish it in a journal. That's what I thought. So research, right? And Donna had this bright idea. And we ended up where we are. So let me play this part, then we go back to talking a little bit.
Locked in my decision to have a collision with my purpose. It is my assignment to be in alignment with my purpose. Your will, I'm all yours. Locked in, going all out. No fear, no doubt. My God, my choice. Your will, your will, your will.
Right. So that song, A Collision with Purpose, Ty Swayze is she wrote that song. She signed to my record label. So I called her up and I said, Ty, I need a song. Right before the colloquium, I need a song. And she said, sure. And she sent that song to me. The actual lyrics she wrote, and she, of course she did too. She performed the song, sang the song, but the music itself was done by my other artist, Shella Top Star. And I'm actually playing guitar in that track. So I'm playing the guitar parts on there, and then I have some other musicians that I play with. I brought them in. So that's the story of that song. That song, powerful song. It's an amazing song. And yeah, so Donna said to me, you got to write a book. I said, write a book? What do I know about writing anything in a book? Anyway, so she, of course, Donna, you tell the story. Or am I telling your story?
No, you tell it very well. So yeah, of course, we did the interviews. Well, you did the interviews and all that great stuff. And you know, the information that you were getting from the interviews was just so powerful that it warranted putting in a book, not just a case study, but definitely it warranted being in a book so that it could be shared with others. And that's how the book came about. We
Yeah,
decided
so
to put it together and put it in a book.
yeah, so for years, Donna's been telling me about her cousin, right? And hey, you gotta meet my cousin. You gotta meet my. I said, okay, sounds good, but it never happened. And then this project, we call it the Collision with Purpose project. It was supposed to be a one-off project, right? We'll get it done. We'll do the interviews, case study, qualitative study. You know, with the population or the people I'm interviewing of the study. We're gonna write it up, get it, you know, published in a peer-reviewed journal. That's what I thought, because it actually was quite some scientific method to it, right? To it, so it could be published, you know, and the questions were consistent. So, you know, so you're drawing good results from it. So anyway, Donna said, connecting me with Elder Jones, so we'll have her talk about that part.
So when I got connected with Dr. Laxley, I remember exactly where I was when we started talking about the concept of the book. And he told me how many stories he had. And one of the things I said to him, I said, when you're writing an anthology, you shouldn't just put a whole bunch of stories all together. It needs to have pillars, right? So we start to think about, are there stories that are similar that we could put in a pillar? You know, and maybe we come up with 3 pillars. So I remember me and Dr. Laxley on the phone trying to come up with this 3 pillars, right? So we knew one was going to be crashing into purpose, right? Because I shared with him that although I knew what my purpose was as a child, when I grew older, I lost my way. I lost myself. I didn't know what I was, who I was, or what I was doing anymore, right? Until I kind of crashed into it. And I'm like, oh my God, I used to do that when I was younger, right? And then there were people who just knew their purpose from birth. And then others, right? So we went back and forth and came up with the 3 pillars that the book would represent. And so the thing now was for us to take the stories and gather them into where they fit specifically. And once we had the pillars and we had the specific stories that aligned with those pillars, that was it. It was a beautiful thing. You know, it was a beautiful thing.
It was a beautiful thing. And we have 2 of the owners of the stories, the collaborators on this platform with us tonight. So I think it's fitting that, you know, Pastor Lexi and one talk about their you know, their stories.
Pastor?
Well, speaking of the 3 pillars, I was in the crashing into purpose section, I believe, which was so true. And I remember being asked, you know, to be part of the book, the easiest book I had to write, right? Because I had already done the interview and could go off the transcript. So that, you know, made it a very pleasant process. But I also just was humbled to be a part of what I believe is a very important work. And what I believe is, you know, just a compilation of many stories that will, just like it did for Angela, you know, she watched the video series about inspiring her. There are many people who will pick this book up and it will inspire them to take action. So just humbled to be a part of such a great work.
And we have, who's backstage? Can we bring the person on?
Yeah, she stepped away for a moment, so she's not.
Okay, great. So one, your story's in the book as well. Can you share?
Yes, to be honest with you, I was a little nervous. It was definitely unnerving. And I say that because I've told my story, of course, when I'm been mentoring, if I was working and advising or coaching families and mentees especially in the school system. But it was smaller groups, you know, and people who weren't familiar with me or my family history or my family at all. So when I thought about that, I'm like, man, this could get out. Like, you know, I don't think I've ever just had a platform where I told my story. And to be honest with you, it was very liberating. And being able to own my story and tell it. And so that's what it was for me. Like, it was as nerve-wracking as it was definitely liberating to say it, to put it out there, to hear myself telling the story, and becoming one with that story and not letting someone else tell it for me. You know, I'm the I say all the time, like, for a long time when I was a kid, I was first grandson, so with a bunch of women and girl cousins and aunts and my mom and everybody. And because of, in a sense, where the men were in my family, the women in my family to this day still were extremely protective of me. No, you got to be the one. You got to change it. You know, just, it was just a lot of that. And so they often told me, oh, well, a man should act like this, a man should talk like this, or that's not going to be your story, you know, stuff like that. So I've heard for so long what this story should sound like, what this story should be. So to finally get to a place where I was able to tell my own story and accept it and own it was very liberating. So it was good. It's a great experience.
Well, you know, reading your story, when I'm having a conversation with you, because I was a part of your story.
Yes, a big part. I'll say this real quick. I tell this story all the time because it means, Doc, I can't stress it enough. You know, you probably get tired of hearing it, but there was a time, you know, when I was in college and Robert Kiyosaki, you know, was really pushing Rich Dad Poor Dad, one of my favorite books. And I remember my pastor at the time brought him in to help teach the congregation, especially in the Black community, about financial literacy and just investments and things like that. Long short of it, I was like 19 or 20, but he talked about his rich dad and his poor dad and how the man, of course, his dad was his dad, but the man who actually showed him how to live life more financially free and things like that was his rich dad. And I said, oh, I could make that distinction, but because my dad's not a poor man, my biological father, but the principles that I learned from watching Mr. Stephenson as a 14, 15-year-old young man all the way to now has enriched me tremendously. So, you know, I've always called him my rich dad, you know, so that's how that really started. I would just sit back at the house, you know, Stevenson Road, Stone Mill Manor, and would just watch him just create and say, no, this is what it's going to be. Let's do this. And I'll talk, and he would just make moves like that. I'm like, man, how does he do that? You know, so it definitely kept me in line and made me more focused on who I wanted to be and the man I wanted to become, especially for my family and community.
Yeah, that was touching in your story. Yeah, but I appreciate you, Juan. And you know, one thing I would say about Juan, anytime I'm building anything, any type of organization, I call him. From back then, I don't remember your age at the time, but when I opened my real estate company, you were the one that let us off, if you recall.
Yeah.
And I've always called on him for that. And here he is again, right? And you know, a big part. Who's backstage? Let's bring the folks on. And Angie, I want to say, Angie, I interviewed you, and your story was so powerful. It was such a powerful story. And if there will ever be a part 2 or a volume, whatever they call it in the book world, you will be in there. Because interestingly, everyone on the stage I interviewed. And each time I interviewed, you know, everyone in here would have made the cut in the story, but my publisher said you can only have so many.
That doggone publisher, man.
Right now, you could only have so many words, so many this, that. So we had to cut it off. But if it was up to me, I did 72 interviews in a year or less. 72. And it got to a point where I was receiving phone calls from people I don't even know. I want to be interviewed. I want to talk about purpose. They'd call me and they want to talk about purpose. And I said, come on the platform. So a lot of people want to talk about purpose, but they don't want to do it publicly. So I dragged some of them out because I thought, just by talking about it publicly, it's so much of exhaling, right? And freeing self up. So anyway, so who do we have back?
We have Dr. Cecilia with us and Tremaine.
Bring them on. Bring
They're on
my
stage.
friends.
They're on stage.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to see because of the where is Tremaine? So Tremaine, hi Tremaine, hi Doc.
Hi everyone.
Wow.
Everyone on here.
All right. So let's keep it moving. We're gonna roll the tape because then Donna again came up with this other idea about a conference. Only she had a fancy name for it. And sometimes I still struggle to pronounce a colloquium.
Like them high decision to have a collision with my like them high decision to have a collision with my purpose. It is my assignment to be in alignment with my purpose. Your will, I'm all yours. Locked in, going all out. No fear, no doubt. My God, my choice. Your will, your will.
All right, so we did the colloquium, and what was that successful?
Absolutely.
Was that some kind of event?
It was amazing. It was amazing.
Absolutely amazing. Yes. Very successful.
And
Epic.
Donna, you did it. You really surpassed. We talk about it, and we wanted to have an event, but it surpassed my expectations in a big time way. It was something special. So Donna, how did this happen, Donna? How did you pull this off?
It was a we thing. We pulled it off. Just had basically an idea once again in our head, and just put it into action, and everything else fell into place. We had, we wanted to honor individuals in the community who normally they're not recognized, so we came up with that ceremony, and we wanted to have the collaborators in the book to be a part of the event, and they were there as well. And we just honored the people who needed to be honored, and we just came together as a team and put it together and work hard, and it came together.
Well, you led the effort, and I know you're so humble at times, but you did an amazing job, and should be credited for it. So you made it happen, because I couldn't do it. You did it, and you really pulled it off, and it was something special. I know when I walked in there in the hallway, and I saw that thing you had in the front.
Oh yeah.
I almost turned back and go home. I said, "This is something is about to go down," and it really went down. And we, Pastor Lexi, not only you was a collaborator, but we also honored Elder Joan, Dr. Cecilia. We surprised her. It's interesting. There are three ladies that we surprised, right? We surprised Donna. She didn't even know, and she was planning the event. But Cecilia knew that we were going to honor Donna. But Donna knew we were going to honor Cecilia. And they both knew we were going to honor Grace, but none of them knew that they were going to be honored. So that was a real surprise. And it came off nice, but they're so deserving of it. With the work that they're doing with our sister organization, Global Humanity Network, and how they're delivering. And, it will not be a completed event if we had not done what we did. So it was for me, honoring Donna and Dr. Cecilia and everybody else, but because we work so closely together, and the surprise as well. It was so important. So we're into honoring and giving scholarships is a big part of the colloquium, huge part. And we intend to continue to do that again at the next one. So anyone wants to make a quick comment on the colloquium, please feel free to do so. And make sure we have anyone backstage, just bring them on.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
I think that's Gary.
Dr. Lax, how are you? Donna?
Hey.
Doing good, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, I'm driving. I'm driving and streaming. Is there a ticket for driving and streaming?
Probably. Be careful.
Be careful. Be careful.
Yeah, I see. I just passed a cop, so I'm just gonna be 2 minutes because I'm streaming. I met you earlier today. 2 years of reading at the time, having fun. And yes, Donna really did her. I know she liked this thing about we, but it's more she than we. So congrats, Donna, on what you did, and we're forward to 25 and beyond. Can't stay on because I'm driving.
Yeah, your connection is a little bit.
Yeah, be careful, Gary.
Yeah, be careful, Gary. Be careful. Get to your destination and then come back on.
All right, later.
Yeah, when you be careful with that. Yeah.
All right, bye.
So we had the colloquium, and then what was next? What's next? So we went to Kenya, right? Thanks to Pastor Laxley, we went to Kenya, and the book Unearthing You, we tried to finish that book so we could bring it to Kenya, right? He actually brought the book to Kenya, and we learned some valuable lessons, right? When we opened the book in Kenya. We learned that there's so many of us that don't know what we should know, right? So that's the power of that book. And I want to credit my daughter Tremaine, because she did. I put the framework together. I said the topics, the write-up, and I said, Tremaine, I need you to finish this book. And I put some pressure on her. So Tremaine, you want to talk about a little bit how you did your part in the book? Unearthing You?
I wanted to make your vision come to pass, and so I had to get it done. I didn't tell you I was doing it, but I wanted to get it done for you, so I got it done.
So my daughters, they know one thing: everything will be done right now, right? There's no putting off anything. Sometimes I seem like I'm real laid back, right? They will tell you I'm not. It had to be done immediately. So I got tired because the book was laid out, right, and so forth. But Tremaine got all the exercise applied to the write-up and and I'm saying, Tremaine, what's the hold up? I didn't know she was working. And then one day she sent it to me. Because I was
but no pressure. Don't pressure me. I will get it done for you. Just don't pressure me.
But they know how I work. Gotta be done right now. Everything gotta be done. No, that's just the way I get things done, right? That's how I get things done. So my expectation is like, you're gonna do it like that as well. Not always the case, but anyway, we got it done, and we had this nice get together where I thought we did something that was good. When we brought in a team of professionals to review the content, make suggestions. So here again, it was a collaborative effort, which I believe is so important in the kind of work we're doing with purpose. And when we're working with others to empower others. So we did that, and it worked very well. It got us to the point where we got the book done. We got it to Kenya, and that was an amazing journey, part of the Collision with Purpose journey. So when we went to Kenya, we came back from Kenya a different company, a different organization. It was a jump start, right? So, Pastor Laxley, you just touch a little bit on that, the experience in Kenya.
Yeah, sure. So we went on a mission trip to Kenya. We went there to obviously to serve to win souls, to make disciples. So there were a lot of things that, a lot of activities that we had. We gave out socks and Crocs, and we gave out school supplies, and we fed people. And I mean, we did all kinds of things. And we also taught and preached and all of these things. And when I was approached about having the book there in Kenya, I was like, absolutely, because I absolutely felt like it was in line with what we endeavor to do, which is to help people, seek God, find their purpose, and understand their gifts and their talents, and to walk in that for the kingdom. And so it was just my pleasure to see you and to see Donna and others facilitating. I think you have facilitated a session in front of the large audience, and then you also had some smaller groups. And I would say it was quite the success. I think everybody benefited. Everyone really enjoyed what you all presented. So much so, I think that, people were like, hey, how can we get this? How can we get this? So I'm again, just humbled to have been able to, connect you all and allow you to, not allow, but because God allows you, not me, but just to be the conduit for the work that you're doing.
You got us into Kenya, and we're there. We're there. We're expecting a couple of friends on from Kenya tonight, and have some announcements to make regarding that. So when they come on, we'll do just that. So the Kenya thing was just amazing, very interesting. I don't know if I would have ever made it to Africa if I had not, Donna had not invited me to come on board and join. I had no idea where I was going, but I found out real quick why I went. So it didn't take long to figure it out. So Kenya was just amazing. Is Augusta on?
He is.
Augusta, let's hear you say something, because you're a big part of this thing as well. You're just very instrumental in everything we do.
I greatly appreciate the time, Doc. Thank you for the platform. This is, I think I'd messaged earlier in the YouTube, the 2 years has really gone by, and to see the exponential growth from you taking strolls in the park to now, hundreds and hundreds of folks showing up for lives, and the amazing event for the first colloquium out of Shiloh High School. So seeing the growth has been amazing. So it's been awesome to be a part of, being able, as somebody who, is an author and a public speaker, being surrounded by like minds, and specifically, like you said, the partner organization, the sister organization, just as somebody who is committed to service, to have the ability to be down on the ground floor of all of these projects and to see the growth and the wealth of lives that have been changed has been absolutely a blessing, and it's totally rewarding. I'd also be remiss if I didn't say, really salute to Tremaine. Amazing work on the book, sweetie. Amazing job. I'm always clap for my woman and support her. So yeah, it's been amazing to be a part of this. So, I extend gratitude to you for welcoming me in to be a part of it. And yeah, looking forward to the next event. Absolutely looking forward to the next event every year, bigger, better, more lives touched, more people encouraged. And yeah, it's making an impact, Doc. It's amazing work, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Thank you. Let's hear from Dr. Cecilia. She's quiet. She don't like when I call on her, but I have a habit of calling on her.
That's fine. I was actually thinking that I can't believe it's our 2-year anniversary, and how time flies, but more so how, as Augusta was saying, how this has spread like wildfire. You started off with just an idea, and then the impact that one seed that you planted, how it has grown into such a fruitful tree, and so many lives are being changed. And I know for me personally, I was never one who was big on looking at what my purpose is or doing working in my purpose. Although I was doing it, evidently, I wasn't cognizant of it. I wasn't being introspective of the work that I was doing. And ever since you brought this idea to fruition, I can tell you that I feel so much better about myself as an individual, as a professional, as a mother, as a friend, as a daughter, because I do realize that I am walking in my purpose and working with passion. And because of that, I am a successful person. Like, I don't need to have a whole lot of money in the bank to feel good, because my work, my deeds, my actions, everything that I do is in line with my purpose and my passion. So you started this little thing, but I know in the same way my life has been impacted, a lot of people's lives have been impacted. And I'm definitely looking forward to the next colloquium in February of 20, is it February 2025? Do I have the month right?
Month is correct. And
I'm
it's the
definitely
22nd
looking
of
forward to
February.
it. My only thing is, what are you gonna honor me for? Like, you're gonna have to find something to make sure, because you have to give me an award. I have to get something again. You can't. There can't be a year
You
that I
see,
don't get an award,
I
because
like
I'm
that
not
you
gonna
say
feel
that.
good. I'm gonna feel like I'm not working. So you're gonna have to find something. So you better start thinking about it from now. Like, what am I gonna award her with? And
Right.
now it won't be a surprise. It's an expectation.
So it's the other way around, right? You're gonna make us honor you.
Oh, I'm gonna make it. Well,
Right,
yes,
through your
I'm gonna
work,
make you
through
honor
your
me.
work,
So
through
just
your
tell me
work,
what you need me to do, because I
through
will be
your work.
honored.
So we have some things for you to do. And once you've done those, what choice do we have? But Cecilia and I, we go way back. We go way back, and we've been doing this kind of work. I remember when because I practice on my friends, right? I practice on my friends. So when I I called Cecilia up. I said, Doc, I want to interview you about purpose. She said, why do I want to talk about purpose? I said, just let me interview you. After the interview, she said to me, I want you to interview me about purpose, about my job. I want to come back for another interview. So, just to do it, it just opens you up, right? No one wants to talk about it. And what I've noticed for me personally, since this collision with purpose thing, people have been going around doing their purpose thing, but not in an intentional way. If the collision with purpose did anything, it made people become more intentional about their purpose. So now they're talking about purpose in a purposeful way, in an intentional way. So I think that is one of the benefits from this thing that we're doing, that we call a collision with purpose. And by the way, we changed it from a collision with purpose project to now it's a movement. And it's indeed a movement. I don't know if you're watching what's going on the Facebook thing. Today, we probably picked up about 300 people in the group, just today alone. And every week it's like 400 or 500. So I can, we see where it's headed. Is Sitawa on?
She is, but I asked her to turn her camera on. I don't know if she
Yeah.
can.
Sitawa, can you turn your camera on? Because she needs to say something, because she's instrumental in helping us to grow the numbers. She's doing an amazing job. She's so committed, right, to the work that we're doing here. And it's for some reason, Pastor Lexi, you brought us over to Kenya, and we just can't leave. We're stuck over there, so we're not gonna fight it. We're gonna go willingly and do the work we're called to do there. So Sitawa, are you on?
Ken is not letting us go. I think she's trying to get on again.
Oh, they say the studio is full. We know we're gonna have a problem. So Tremaine, are you gonna come back on? If you're not, we create some space, Tremaine and Augusta.
Sure. I can go, but before I go,
say what you want to say.
You always do things with intention, and I really feel like you've had many purposes, but this one has been the most significant one. And because it's bringing other people into their purpose. And so like that makes it very significant. And talking about wildfires and how wildfires, they spread that, like this is just like the beginning. It's just the beginning. This is a small little, it's like you look at an iceberg, this is a small tip of the iceberg. You know, so I'm excited to see how this grows. Like I'm excited to see what this looks like in 10 years, in 20 years, in 50 years. Like I'm excited to see that because I don't think this ends because everybody has purpose. So we can't end, you know?
Right. There's no ending. And you know what's interesting? You're talking about no ending. It's part of your commitment to carry it, right? so that's the work. You're talking that into existence, that you'll be working it. You won. Augusta, you guys will be taking it and running with it. So that's what we're building. We're building legacy, right?
Legacy. I was just going to say that. Legacy.
So it's for and another thing that Tremaine is planning to do, and I don't want to pressure and push her, for they say I pressure them too much, is they unearthing you. We're going to do it with scriptures behind it. So that's something that's in the making. So Tremaine, we need to talk about that. And you know, because that would add a whole different dimension to that particular book. So, all right, Tremaine, we appreciate you. Let's make some room for some folks to come in.
Have a good one, Tremaine.
Peace out.
You know, it's such a good thing when you're working with your daughters, right? You know, when I had my real estate company, and Cecilia, you know this very well, we built a huge company. I didn't have any time to spend at home. So I brought them into the office. That's the only way I could see them. So now this is, you know, they're on board with this and they're just doing an amazing job. In fact, my other daughter, Kiana, any graphics, anything that I am able to do, she's my teacher. And the things that I do on all the videos, if it was not for her teaching me, can you imagine if I had to depend on someone to do that for me? But she said, I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you one time. I'm going to show you one time. And that's how it worked with her. She showed me and I learned. And now, because of that, I can do as many as I want to do. So that's a lesson. That's a lesson. Learn the skills you need for the business that you're in. That's really, you talk about how this thing has grown so fast. It's because I had to learn so many new skills. And you know why I learned them? Because I needed them. That's why I learned them. So if it's something you need, no matter what it is, go out there and get it and then jump on it. So anyway, so we're going to move it forward. Is Sitawa on?
She is.
Okay, great. So we went from the colloquium we did in the spotlight. I'm not going to play the video on that because it's taking up so much time. We did in the spotlight. And then I started my daily insights. And man, that was so powerful. In fact, from daily insights, we got a book out of it. And I tell you, A Collision with Purpose in Pursuit of Purpose is a powerful book. But when Daily Insights Unveiled is done, it's going to be a mind blower. It's going to be a mind blower. Any page you turn to, you'll find something in there for you. The page. We're talking about hope, positivity, spirituality, forgiveness, growing where you're planted, unmasking this, that. So that's going to be a powerful, and we're building the colloquium around that, around Daily Insights Unveiled, your personal odyssey to find purpose. That's what it's going to be about. And when I tell you, that is going to be something special. Huge, huge. So I'm going to move the video forward because we want to I'm going to take this off the screen so we can, there you go. Hi, Sitawa.
Hello.
Hello.
Happy to see you.
Happy to see you, Elizabeth.
John. You should be back to Kenya. Let's see.
Good to see you, Satawa.
Happy to see you again and again. You know, Donna and Doctor, I see them every day. I see them every day. Yeah, Doc, I'm sorry I overslept.
Don't be sorry.
Yeah, I overslept.
We're happy that we have you here right now. So thanks for coming on.
Okay,
you woke up at the right time, perfect time.
I've just woken up.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's 3:35 a.m. in Kenya.
Wow. So what's going on? What's happening with you? We're so happy to have you. Talk to us.
Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I'm getting ready for my 6th chemotherapy on Thursday, this coming Thursday. I thank God because everything is going on well. I'm stronger than before. Anytime it used to be, anytime that that last week that chemo week is always the lowest week for me because fighting cancer and then having that chemotherapy is actually the worst experience for a cancer patient. So I'm very shocked. I'm very shocked because this time round I feel so strong.
Wow.
I feel stronger than I feel stronger than before, and I've got a big reason that I was celebrating today on Facebook. I was celebrating because my kids are reported to school on the first day. And they reported with their fees, their school fees, fully paid. And this fees was courtesy of none other than Dr. Laxley. Dr. Laxley and Donna told me, you're not going to suffer again for your kids. You concentrate on your health. You know, once a person is fighting cancer and this same person has some issues that are affecting the mental health, definitely the person's health will automatically have a problem. This person will continue having a lot of problems, especially the pain. You get other infections. So in our chit chat with Doc, I told Doc my biggest problem or my biggest worry is how my kids are going to be in school for their 3rd term because they have just gone to school till November. So when they'll be back for December, for the December for 2 months holiday. So it was a bit of a challenge because actually fighting cancer, let me talk about Kenya because I'm a Kenyan. Fighting cancer in Kenya will take everything that you have. It will take everything you have for you to get through the treatment, whether you have a medical cover or not. I have a medical cover, but it hasn't been a very, very easy journey for me. So I shared this with Doc. I shared this with Doc as we were talking, and actually Doc and Donna assured me that my children are going to be in school and they are never going to be disturbed. So if you go through my Facebook page, nowadays I do a lot of postings on dancing. I'm just a happy woman. There are some posts I do, small videos on dancing. I think the dancing just came recently when the kids came, and then there was dancing for you look at it, there is a time when the dancing videos have come a lot, I think you people are the reason why. You people are the reason why I do a lot of dancing, because you took away the biggest part that was really bothering me, and you carried that burden for me. And actually, I'm now hitting that purpose of the other purpose. These are the purpose that I'm dealing with now. I want to live long. I want to finish my treatment and then just move on as we fight the purpose that we are headed to. That's why I love this jumper. I'm living in purpose. In fact, nowadays I go with it for my chemo every time. I'm living in purpose. That is what it is. So I'm very grateful, Doc and Donna, for giving my kids a chance to be in school uninterrupted. That one, I owe you a lot, because that was my biggest challenge as I fight right now. So for now, I'll majorly deal with my health. For the kids, they are sorted. Thank you so much, and may God bless you abundantly. And I'm looking forward to, as an individual, I'm looking forward to one time touching some lives of cancer fighters. I'm looking forward to this very, very much, because they always say the wearer of the shoe knows where it pinches. Now, if you talk about cancer, you as an individual has never been in this shoe. Somebody can tell you what he or she is going through because of cancer, but you haven't been through this cancer, so you don't know anything about this cancer. But Sitawa Kisiangani here, Elizabeth, has worn that shoe, knows how a cancer patient or a cancer fighter is feeling when this cancer patient says this cancer patient says, I have this pain. You know what that pain means. You know the pain that comes with cancer. You know what it means. So I want this person who has been diagnosed with cancer to know that I won't die. I won't die. You know, nowadays, once somebody is diagnosed of cancer, this person will always say, cancer kills. You know, there's a time I was in a matatu heading somewhere, and then in a vehicle, and then there were these people who were discussing. One of the neighbors had been diagnosed with cancer, and they were discussing, saying, that one has cancer. They'll sell everything, but that person is just definitely going to die. And I'm there, I'm fighting cancer. I almost told them, you see, I'm fighting cancer and I'm fine, but I just kept quiet and continued listening to their conversation. But all they were talking about was that this person is going to die because of cancer. So I want one day, I'm looking forward to this time that I'll have myself maybe in an organization. I was looking at this a coalition with purpose. A coalition with purpose, welcoming you to Kenya anytime soon. You do very fast. I want to see you people again and again. Lexi, you should not miss in that group that is doing 1-2 to be in Kenya. Joan, I'm looking forward to seeing you again. and now Joan, I'm sure Joan will also come to Kenya. I'm waiting for you people to come. And I'm looking forward to this time when this coalition with purpose is going to inject something. We'll have a small part of it for the cancer fighters. because once a person has been through cancer treatment, this person is always never the same again. So this person will need a lot of counseling so that this hope that we talk about every time, the hope we talk about every time, and the positivity can be injected into this person. So this is something that will keep on. I want to keep on telling the fighters, the survivors, the thrivers. People call themselves so many names. So I want these people living with cancer or who have been diagnosed with cancer to be positive, to fight the disease positively and take their medication positively as they look forward to getting better. So that is my prayer, that one time, as we are moving on, maybe when you visit Kenya, we can do one to some very few, a handful of cancer patients. We can do something to them so that we bring back their hope. Just talking to them, and then also maybe giving them some little food stuff, because a cancer patient, the way I eat is not the way this other person will eat. There's a difference in our eating, and being a person inside that ship, I really know what a cancer patient will need for that. So I'm looking forward to this a Coalition with Purpose having that docket.
That docket. So Elizabeth,
yeah.
Really appreciate you coming and sharing your story. And I talk to Elizabeth every single day, right? So we talk one-on-ones. And yeah, we talk every single day. And I'm gonna tell you something. We're coming to Kenya. We're gonna come to Kenya as early as June next year. As early as June of next year. And we are gonna do something with the cancer thing. I don't know what it's gonna be called, but we will have an initiative, and it's not a one-time initiative. It will be a long-lasting, long-term initiative where we're going to take on that charge and do something. A Collision with Purpose will have, I don't know what it's going to be called, but we will take that on a long-term basis. That's one of the things that we're going to do. I myself, I lost my mother. So we're taking, Donna, why don't you say something about that? Because Donna is the one that make those decisions, you know.
Oh yeah, we definitely, you know, we've discussed it, so it's kind of like a no-brainer for us, right? That, you know, it is something that we will be supporting. Just like Lux, we have personal cancer. So it is something that, you know, it's close to home, and we definitely need to support how we can, and we will. What that will look like, we're not sure, but hey, here at a Collision with Purpose, that's what we're all about.
We don't know what it's going to look like, but we know it's going to land in the right place.
Exactly.
And so we're going to, this is something we're working out now, and we're going to implement that. In fact, we're announcing tonight that we are going to Kenya in June. Art, Mr. Art Hines.
Welcome.
Welcome on the platform, Principal James.
On the scene.
On the scene. Thanks for coming on. Yes. It wouldn't be the same without your presence, right? So we're going to Kenya in June. In June. So Sitawa, I'm going to ask Mr. Art Hines, my brother Art, and my brother Principal James to say something.
Well, I'm glad to be here on the second anniversary of Collision with Purpose. I think that's a wonderful milestone. I think it's part of God's plan, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Thank you, Art. We're happy you're a part of it.
Promise made, promise kept. That is Art's story right there. Yeah. Yes, a promise made, a promise kept. thank you, Art. You know, we do things together. We work together. We've been working together for years. So we continue to work together in the for-profit space and the non-profit space.
There you go.
So you're my brother for life. We've been like that for a long, long time.
God's plan, brother.
There you go. There you go. There you go. We're yes. Sir Garfield James, my other brother. What's up, man?
Good evening, everybody. I too want to join in celebrating this moment. For me, it's a milestone achievement. It is one in which we can look back and we can say that like-minded people has come together and have made this a reality, and it is growing and it has potential to grow into something that will be able to impact the lives of so many other globally. And we want to be celebrating, we want to be working, we want to be ensuring that we do whatever it takes to ensure that this grow into something much, much greater. And the count has basically just begun. Today we are saying the second, and we are hoping that we will be able to come back and increase the count to as far as God will allow us to. Indeed, it is really a major, major milestone. And it's just another testament of what can be achieved when you put your heart, your soul, your mind into something. And I too want to join in this celebration that we can and we will continue to grow this program and impact the lives of so many around the globe.
Thank you, Sir Garfield. You know, when we started those 1 minute video, you know, Garfield was one of the person that was just sending people to us, sending videos. I don't know, he was getting people to sign up, people from England, people from Jamaica. He had his staff, everybody sending 1 minute video about purpose. We have had multiple interviews, and of course he's in the book. You know, from what's the title of your thing in the book, Sir Garfield? You know, something about from farming to high school principal to government man.
Definitely.
Yeah. So your story is just another one of them big story, you know. And really appreciate you for everything that you do, you know, and I always bring in Global Humanity Network into anything we do here at the Collision with Purpose. And what you've done to support Global Humanity Network in Jamaica is just amazing. You're one person we can always depend on. If we ask you to do something, you're going to make sure it's done twice as good. You know, if we ask you to, you're just going to add your thing on top of it. And you've done that exceptionally well. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you, Doc. And we'll continue to strive in this direction.
Yes, in this direction. So I'm looking forward for you, for Brother Art, and I know Juan is coming to Kenya with us. I'm looking forward to. Is Juan on the platform? Yes, we're looking forward to having 3 of you. Because I tell you what we're doing in Kenya. We're doing in Kenya, and how do we know we're doing this when we're just announcing it? They're like, you know, it's making it up, right? So we're having the colloquium in February 22nd, and when we go to Kenya, we're having a colloquium in Kenya as well.
Okay.
In June, we're gonna bring it there, and it's gonna be in Nairobi. It's gonna be in Nairobi. We're gonna have it there as well. There's a need, there's a desire for the work we're doing. You know, someone said to me, man, that's your assignment. You know, so if you're assigned, and I don't give out assignment, and I don't think anyone on this platform give out assignment, right? The assignment is coming from above, right? So we must obey, right? We must obey. So we're not gonna fight and pull back. We're just gonna go head on, straight in, all the way in. So Sitawa, Elizabeth, we're coming to Kenya.
Welcome. I'm already excited.
Come coming to Kenya.
I'm already excited. Welcome.
Thank you.
I'll be at the airport. I'll be at the airport to pick you people.
Yeah, we're coming to Kenya and we're gonna do some work there, lasting work. We're gonna work out this cancer thing where we're gonna be so supportive, and we're gonna find ways to just build that. Because I remember interviewing you on our platform, and that is one of the things that you always said you wanted to do. Have a foundation.
Sure.
Have a foundation to deal with cancer. And I don't know if you know, anyone listening who's not from Kenya is aware, but that's cancer is a problem everywhere. But in Kenya, where healthcare and cost of living is an issue, there are major problems there. And one of the things that I really admire about Elizabeth, she may not have anything, but yet people are reaching out to her and she's giving to them.
Sure.
Okay. They're reaching out to her with her limited supply, sometimes zero, but she's finding it so she can give it to others. And that's big.
Yeah.
That's huge. So for me and for Donna to say, man, we buy one, we don't have to have Starbucks coffee. What, $5-6? $5-6. Let's set that money aside. By the time the school term is up, that's enough money to pay for children's school fee. That's how easy it is and simple it is to do something big.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You know, and for her, and we have to be careful. But sometimes, you may say, "Oh, it's not a lot," but it's a lot because it's a big thing for her. It's a big deal for her. The monetary cost might not, the value might not be so high, like what we're doing in Jamaica. We're spending thousands of dollars. The hundred that we spend, or 2, 3, or 4, is more powerful than the 3,000 we're spending in Jamaica. The impact is greater. So that's something we all need to be mindful of as we do what we do. Because all of us here on this platform, we are into that type of business, to give back. Anyone who's a member of a Collision with Purpose is into that. It's a give back thing. So we really appreciate you, Elizabeth. And I'll tell you what, I didn't ask her to do this, but Elizabeth will just mention in a post that Dr. Laxley and A Collision with Purpose did this. And next thing I know, I have thousands of people following me. Yeah. Thousands. Today, it was so busy with the people in Kenya. And I didn't ask her to do it, but that's her way of not just receiving. So she's that person who is always trying to say, I want to play my part. I want to give back. So, Elizabeth, I don't know how else to say it to you, but we appreciate you more. You're doing more for us than we're doing for you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Dr. Laxley, can I add something?
Sure.
I just wanted to share how powerful giving is and serving. And I thought of it when you said, that Elizabeth is giving from what she doesn't even have. And that's operating from a true servant's heart. But let me also say her children is watching, right? And when I say her children is watching, it's incredible the impact of her giving and what she's going through and what her children are seeing. And I want to give a little bit of example of what happened to me today. My grandson is 6 years old, but he sees me on these calls. He knew I went to Africa twice. He knew that I'm praying for people, giving to people, and all of that. Today, I picked him up from school and I took him to Panera. When we come out of the car, there was a lady sitting on the grass, and she looked homeless. And as soon as he came out of the car, he walked up to her and he said, hello. So I'm trying to you don't know this lady, she's a stranger. And then he walked up to me and he said, Gigi, can you open your wallet and see what you have in there and give it to her? That thing, I'm telling you, that thing hit me right in my soul. 6-year-old little boy see the need of someone and came to his Gigi and said, "Can you give her what you have in your wallet?" And I did. So talk about legacy, talk about what you do and how our little ones are watching. Just like your grandson and your granddaughter, Doc, they see you doing all this stuff. I mean, they have their own business already, right? With their clothing line. But it just talks to the power of serving, the power of giving, and the ripple effect that it creates when it comes on to legacy.
Let's follow up on anyone. Jump in, and follow up on what Elder Joan just said, because there's a joy and a happiness when you give. You receive. And then Stila, go ahead, brother R.
I also see in that a legacy of purpose. And I like the fact that it's getting started with them at an early age, so they won't have to flounder for years and years before they find out their true purpose. So I thank you for that.
Yeah.
How old do you have to be to give? I don't know that there's an age thing there, right? And it's us. It's us, right? Because our children, they watch us. They watch us. And I know my grandchildren, they influence me a lot. I learn from them. And I'm learning that I need to learn more from my daughters. Sometimes, we get so big-headed, right? Where they can't tell me nothing. Every time I listen to them, something good comes out of it. Every time, each time. And I didn't always do that very well. And that's another thing about this A Collision with Purpose. That's where it's bringing me. That's where it brought me to that place. And Donna asked me, how am I approaching my purpose thing? And to be honest with you, I'm not a great thinker. And Cecilia will know this. I'm not an Art, you'll know this. I don't put a lot of time and process into trying to figure anything out. Right, Cecilia? I don't try to figure nothing out. Right? Do I, Art?
Yeah.
Me?
Laxley, you just do it. You just get it done. You just start.
I like that. That's one of the things that attracted me to working with Laxley. He's Mr. Make It Happen.
Yeah.
No, I'm not trying to figure anything out. I don't have time for that.
Even looking at this whole movement, that when it was started, it wasn't like planned out. He just decided one day he was going to do it, and he just did it. And it's really a testament to show that whatever you want to do, just start. It will get going. You will get somewhere. So yeah, we love that about you, Laxley.
A long time, and this is not about me, by the way, don't make it about me, but a long time ago, my mentor said this, and Art, you know this well. Business is never built. It's always been built. And that's the approach I use to life. A business is never built. It's always been built. Therefore, there's always opportunities there to work it, improve it, grow it. Because if it's built, it's a problem. Stagnation. You stop producing, you stop growing. And that's the same thing with our lives as well, right? It's the same thing. If you think you're there, it's a wrap. Guess what? You're just lost in the game of life, because we live in this place, this world that is just moving. And if you think you've got it going on like that, you just got crushed. And that's just the approach. So anything we're doing, I've done a lot with Art, with Cecilia, with Donna, and with Principal James. We just do it. And tomorrow, tomorrow, because everything is connected. Everything is connected with a collision with purpose. So you'll see us doing daily insights. Now we're doing the daily challenge. We're doing today with Donna. We're getting ready to roll it out. One is going to do his program on his program. So we're just going to, but it's the same thing. It's just expanding the same thing. We're changing the topic because we work with, it's a process. And they say marketing is creating outlets and moving products through it simultaneously. That's the true essence of marketing, creating outlets and moving products through it simultaneously. As you create it, you move something through it. You create, you move through it. And that's what we're doing here. Simple. Dr. Cecilia is going to do, what's your show going to be called under A Collision with Purpose, Dr. Cecilia?
My show is going to be called School Life Ready Talks.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's going to be wherein we are motivating and inspiring and giving hope to families with children with disabilities. So we're taking it in the same essence of Collision with Purpose, just helping individuals with disabilities find purpose, because for so many individuals with disabilities, the barriers and the obstacles that are entrenched in the society really makes it so hard for them to know that they can really get to their fullest potential and actually be whatever it is they want to be as well. So really overcoming that from the perspective of physical barriers as well as emotional barriers, just really navigating that process. So we're going to be using this platform to help the individuals with disabilities and their families find purpose.
There you have it. Can we take a quick break? We've been going nonstop. Can we take a quick break? All right, so we're gonna take a quick break. All right, and this is gonna be hard.
Trails written of hearts that strive through fire and flame, they find their way, becoming iron where courage holds sway. Becoming iron, and with heart forged in fire, tales of courage and conviction rising even higher, displaying strength in the fiercest fight, becoming iron, shining in the night. Faces the darkest night, the empowered man fights with all his might. The resilient man stands unwavering and strong. The inspired man knows where he belongs. Together they rise, conquering fears, becoming iron through trials and tears. Becoming iron with hearts forged in fire. Tales of courage and conviction, rising even higher, displaying strength in the fiercest fight, becoming iron, shining in the night. Becoming iron, shining in the night.
Right, that's becoming iron. Tales of courage and conviction. That's the new thing that's going to be happening in 2025. And that's going to be a template for men. We're talking about 4 different kinds of men, right? The empowered man, the resilient man, the brave man, and what's that next one? The inspired man. So the book is going to be built around those 4 men, that type of men. And it's not for women, but we have something for women. We have shadows within that's coming. That's all part of what we're going to be doing. So lots of new things coming your way. But there's one big thing, but one left. We're also looking at A Collision with Purpose Ministries. So we're also looking at doing it as well, creating that arm of the A Collision with Purpose. And that's something one will be heading up. So there'll be something for everyone. We're not leaving anyone out. We're not leaving anyone out. So big things happening. So Donna, we're getting ready to close out. this celebration, what a celebration, right? We made some announcements, some real serious announcements. We're going back to Kenya in June. We're going back to Kenya in June. We're going to support Elizabeth and people in Kenya. We're supporting them with the cancer thing. We don't know what we're going to call it. We don't know what we're calling the June initiative, but we'll come up with a name real soon for it. You know, and I know we probably will be taking about 12 of us going on there. When we're in Kenya, we're going to have a colloquium as well. We're going to have and Elizabeth, you reckon we'll have about what, 500, 600, 700 people attending the event? So it's a big deal. We're going to go there. We're looking to get a powerful guest speaker down there involved, and we'll be honoring people in Kenya, as we always do. For the colloquium coming up, we're honoring 12 individuals. I know Dr. Cecilia said she don't want no last minute honor. She wants to be honored off the bat, you know? Yeah, she wants to be honored off the bat. So why not? Why not? So we have a lot in the pipeline. So let's push it to art. Let's open it up so we don't have much time left. We have about 10 minutes. So let's open it up. Thoughts, ideas. Let's put it out there.
Well, you know, everything that I've heard this evening goes right back to a quote that I believe with every fiber in my body. And it's a quote from Frederick Douglass. Frederick Douglass said almost 100 years ago, and it's still appropriate today. He said it is much easier to build strong kids than to fix broken men. So I think what we're doing here is working to build a strong kid so we won't have to worry about fixing broken men. So I think we're on the right track. I think we're right on. I think what we are doing is exactly what we should be doing.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Dr. Cecilia, final thoughts?
No, I'm just really excited that we're here, and the work that A Collision with Purpose has been doing has been very impactful for so many people. And as I said before, very impactful for me personally. And I'm looking forward to everything that is yet to come. This movement that, although, yes, Dr. Laxley, you started it, but we have people like Donna, who has been so instrumental in promoting this, and now Sitawa and others who are really making this movement be like wildfire across different countries, across different regions. So I'm excited. I'm very excited to be a part of this.
Sir Garfield?
Doc, you have a wonderful team of like-minded people who have demonstrated in no ambiguous way how powerful it is to believe in a concept and how important it is for having someone who does not only conceptualize but implement. And we are so thankful that you been leading this process in a way that is unprecedented, in a way that has served to inspire us and has only served to extrinsically continue to motivate us. And we want to pray and ask God's blessing on you and the team to continue with this initiative, because it is not only served to awaken the greatness in individuals, but it also serves to inform and to inspire And when one is able to do that for any individual in society, you can only serve to give them hope. And with hope, so many things can be corrected, so many things can be turned into brightness that no one expected could happen. And we want to continue in this direction and hope that we will grow this initiative from strength to strength. God bless you, sir, and the team.
Thank you so much, sir. Really appreciate that. And you said the right thing. I learned a long time ago that the best thing you can ever do in life is surround yourself with people who are better than you, who do what they do extremely well. And that's all I do. I bring the right people on board and then push them.
Yes, definitely.
That's all that's happening here. Because I'm the last one I don't even want to receive the credit, to be honest with you, because I know that I have major limitations, right? And maybe I do one thing very well, and that's what I focus on. One thing. Cecilia, you know what that is. Art, you know what that is. And Donna, you know what that is. Other than that, I don't care about what I don't do well. Never did, never will. I focus on what I do. So Donna, you let's hear from Sital.
Yes, as we are celebrating 2 years of a collision with purpose, I'm happy. I'm excited that you're coming back to Kenya in June. Preparations are already underway. All I pray is for good health, and by the time you're coming, my hair will be back on the head, so I'll not be having these things on the head. My hair will be back, and I'm very sure we are going to have a good time. And I just pray that this cancer initiative comes into being, because there's a lot to talk about, especially for this cancer, because it will not only benefit the cancer fighters, but also those people who've not been diagnosed with it, so that they can live a healthy life and just not get cancer anytime soon. So I'm very grateful for a collision with purpose. Looking forward to good, great times ahead. And all I pray is that God may continue giving us the good health, because health is everything that we need for everything to go well. So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody that I'm seeing on this screen. Welcome to Kenya in June. Welcome and welcome and welcome again. Thank you, Doc, for this opportunity. I love you people.
Thank you. Is my teacher on?
She is, but I don't see her video, and I think we just lost her again. Wait.
You lost her again. I'm actually taking Swahili lessons, by the way.
So I pulled her on, but I don't see her video.
Yeah.
We could unmute. Maybe we could hear her.
Yeah, I don't think she's having difficulties.
Yeah.
But I'm actually taking. I started my first class a couple of days ago, so I'm learning another language. Yes, there she is. Teacher, can you come on? Can you hear us?
Can you unmute?
Yeah, if you can unmute yourself.
Not certain.
I want to hear from her. She teaches Swahili globally.
Lost
She's a
her
global
again.
teacher. She's teaching people from all over the world, and Elizabeth Sitawa connected me with her, and because I understand that we have an assignment in Kenya, we're called to do work there. I thought it was fitting to learn the language. So we're not just going to do work in Kenya, by the way. There's a whole heap of big place called East Africa, right? Whole heap of territory, right? Whole heap of territory. So we're walking over there, and we're going to do what we're called to do over there. You know, there she is. There's teacher right there. Teacher, can you hear us? Is she frozen?
She's frozen.
Yeah, she's having one thing though. When she's teaching, we don't have that problem. she's always, it's always on, but she's having some difficulties. Yeah. No, but if you ever want to learn the language, she is very good teaching. Amazing. You know, she's amazing. And I started, and she's also very persistent, as you can tell. You know, she's got that level of energy that did she just log on again, Donna?
Yeah, she's trying to.
Yeah, would love for you. Yeah, bring her on. Yeah, you can see she's not one to give up, right? She's not one to give up. She just keep, you know, working it. Yeah, but it's just so it's a language I recommend. I recommend it. You know, Swahili. It's you know, it's our language, right? It's our language. You know, last time I checked, we came somewhere from over there, right? Somewhere, and that's one of the major language. So worth looking into. Highly recommend her. You know, highly recommend her if you want to learn to speak Swahili. It's big stuff.
Doc, I'm looking forward to that day you're going to give the daily insights in Kiswahili.
No, the daily challenge. The daily challenge. Yeah, fewer words.
The daily challenge. I'm really waiting for that day.
Yeah, but I promise you that when I come to Kenya, I won't be speaking any English.
That's nice.
And Cecilia, you know, if I'm speaking it here, you're going to be speaking it too, because we're going to be talking in Swahili.
Okay.
That's how we're going to talk.
Okay. I guess you'll be doing all the talking, and I'll just smile and nod while you talk.
Yeah. So she's not. Oh, there she is.
There she is.
Yes. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Oh, I'm really sorry. I think I'm experiencing low bandwidth, but I think I went near to my router. So my name is Divina. My name is Divina Nyangarisa. I'm a virtual Swahili tutor. I live in Kenya. I teach virtually. I have undergraduate in Swahili, and I'm currently pursuing my master's in Swahili and communication. Thank you so much, Coalition with Purpose. I'm happy to be part of you people, and I'm willing to learn more from you. Thank you so much for the support you're giving my friend Elizabeth. May God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on. I know it's early morning there, right?
Yeah, it's 4.
And one thing with, you know, what the webinar is doing she's very helpful and supportive of Elizabeth. She'll put the word out to whatever kind of resources that she can generate. She's there doing it for Elizabeth. So that's another like-minded person, very much like who we are. And she's just doing exactly what we do here. So, you know, so we appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate you. Donna?
Oh, are we?
Your final thoughts.
Oh, my final thoughts? Oh, okay, sure. So I just wanted to tell everyone, thank you for joining us this evening. We definitely do appreciate the time that you've spent with us. We're happy that, you know, we have embarked on our 2 years, and we're looking forward to many, many more years to come with a lot of purposeful work, right? That we will continue to do. And we don't take it lightly that you're here with us and you're helping us to grow, and you understand our vision and our mission that we're on. And you all have a wonderful rest of the evening, and be blessed and be safe in your goings and comings.
Right. So really appreciate, and from me, just thanks. I just want to say thank you to everyone for coming on and for staying on. Really appreciate it, because we know you have important things to do in your life, and time is that scarce resource, that you have. You don't have a lot of it. See how fast time is moving? That thing is clocking, right? And that you're able to take time away from whatever it is that you're doing. Really, I appreciate it so much. And I know from everyone in this platform, the kind of support that a collision with purpose is getting is amazing. Sir Garfield, every time I send you a post, you listen to it, you comment, and people don't do, a lot of people don't do that, right? So I appreciate that, man. And everything is just a beautiful thing. And we have so much more work to do. And I'm glad it's with this crew. We're going to be doing it. Collision with Purpose is not me, it's not Donna, it's us. It's us. It's us. When I remember when writing that first book, and Joan said to me, "Who's your target audience?" I said, "The world." So I told her. She a couple of days ago, she said to me, "I thought you was crazy." She said, "Nobody write a book for the world." That's what she said to me the other day. She said, "Nobody, you have a target." But what I learned after COVID is that everybody needs to know what they're all about. We had lost our way. And that's 90-something% of this world's population. So this thing about purpose, the collision with purpose, it's for all of us. We're never so good that we're on point 100% with our purpose, understanding it and executing. None of us are. There's always opportunity for improvement, for growth, for personal development. So when I told her it's for the world, it's for everybody. I'm not singling out anyone, race, gender, whatever you want to call it, any category. This is the world. And that's exactly how it's turned out to be. Sir Garfield, we're coming to the school. Donna had made a commitment to you to do with your teachers, the Unearthing You program. If you recall, we intend to fulfill that, that commitment. We want to do, you select the teachers that we're going to do the Unearthing You workshop for them. Even if we don't do it in person, we can do it online. It's just effective.
Definitely.
So let's put that together. Hey, let's put that together, right? Let's put that together. So, yeah, I don't have anything else to say. We have something is happening October 19th. Something big is happening October 19th. The Collision with Purpose is February 22nd of February 2025. Be there. Don't miss this. This is going to be as good but bigger, because I don't know that we can really make it better, but we can make the goodness of it bigger. And that we can certainly, and that's what we intend to do. And Dr. Cecilia, you're good to go. No surprise. So we're good. We're out of here. And for anyone that watched this, will watch the replay, share the replay, share the replay, share the replay. And if you feel it in your heart and you to support Sitawa in her win against cancer, okay, it's a win. If you just step up and do something, she can certainly use it, because medicine and then something costly. Yes, she don't have to worry about her children. A Collision with Purpose will make sure they're covered in school. Not just this term. next term. She good. They're good. A boy and a girl. They're good. But if you feel it within you and you're watching this live or the replay, step up and just do something. It doesn't have to be a lot. Let's do something. All right. So let's take us out.
All right, everyone. Well, you all have a wonderful Monday evening, and we will see you Thursday, Bridging Generations, 7:30, right here on this platform.
Yeah, but before we go, Sir Garfield, you should come on that one this Thursday. Bridging Generations, Voices of Men. We're talking about becoming iron, all right?
Okay, no, definitely.
I'll send you the link.
Okay,
all right,
sir.
so,
Good.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone. We're out.
Thank you.
Caught in the web of what they said, lost in the expectations, living in hesitation. I walked in other shadows. Deep inside, a fire burned, a whisper turned to a roar. I am liberated from walking in other shadows. I walk in my authentic self, breaking chains with this. From the shadows to the light, a new life begins, shining so bright. Society tries to mold you into someone you couldn't be.